Hello everyone, welcome to this new update video for the texture pack Better Vanilla Building. Today we are looking at update 2.5. So let's just take a look and see everything that's new in this update. Alright, let's just start off with my new favorite block in this texture pack. And if you are in our Discord group, you will have seen this block a lot already because I build a lot with it and I've shown a lot of screenshots. So if you're not in the Discord yet, there's a link down below and you can join. It's a really fun place to talk with admins or with other users of the pack. But let's just start off with the update. My new favorite block are these green planks. As you can see, when I take green concrete, put them next to oak planks, your planks will turn green, and it works with stripped logs as well. Now you might be looking at this and thinking, when will I use green wood? Like, when will that look good? But I'm telling you, it's like at the moment my favorite block to build with. I just can't stop building with it. So I'll show you some quick clips right now of how or of some builds that I have created with this green wood to maybe give you some inspiration on what to do with them. So yeah, as you could have seen, they work pretty good together with the other woods in the pack. And I'm using them a lot in the jungle setting at the moment because that's where my survival base is located. And it just looks really good in the jungle with all the green around it. So yeah, I advise you to use this block because it's a great new building block. Now, of course, if you want to use this, make sure to have Optifine or else these connected textures won't work and then you can't use them. So if you don't have Optifine yet, like, just go on YouTube and search how to install Optifine and then you'll see everything that you need. Alright, next up we have a fix for Zombie Villager because the model was bugged in the previous pack version. And that's fixed now. More stuff, we have updated leaves. The bushiness of the leaves has been updated a little bit, they look a bit better now. As well as the oak, birch and acacia are all changed to the 1.14 leaf textures. And the spruce, jungle and dark oak already had the 1.14 textures, so they haven't changed. Alright, next up, we have a phantom here, and if you look closely, you'll see that the texture hasn't changed. And that is because we now have a new phantom texture that spawns in deserts, savannas, mountains, and mesas. So if you live in one of those biomes or traveling around one of those biomes, you will see a new phantom texture. Alright, next up we have some small changes to some blocks. The smoker and blast furnace have had a UI change. It's the same as with the regular furnace. The fire texture has been changed to fit the fire texture that we use in the pack. And I changed the arrow to blue because the regular furnace has it as well in the pack. So yeah, two small changes. Then let's move on. Ice. Ice has been updated to their 1.14 texture. So this isn't mine, this is from the Minecraft 1.14. Alright, next up, the redstone lamp. The texture had like a gray dot somewhere around here and it looked pretty weird. So I removed that. And then we have gray glazed terracotta, which has its texture like recolored a bit. So now when you're building with andesite, you can mix in the gray terracotta pretty well because the colors match each other pretty well. A thing I like about this is that if you use some of the patterns from the glazed terracotta, you will see that this kind of looks like there's a small hole in the middle. So you have this stone with like a bit of depth. So it looks like maybe some water erosion or something. You can add some cool details with this gray glazed terracotta. Or of course you can just mix it around at random like this and it will look pretty cool with the andesite. Now in the last update, update 2.4, I changed sandstone to have the cobble texture again. And I've changed it as well now for the red sandstone. Now some more stuff with sandstone. These bricks have had a small change, especially with the line that goes in between the bricks. Because since I changed the sandstone in the previous update, these colors of the sandstone lines and the brick lines, they weren't matching each other. So I've changed that now, as well as for the chiseled sandstone, of course. And then we have our sandstone bricks, which again are a connected texture in the texture pack. These have had a small change as well. They look a lot better now. So I'll quickly go back to the previous version so that you can see how they looked back then. And here you can see the old sandstone texture that we had in the pack, or the small sandstone brick texture I mean. And as you can see, it just looks very awful. So it was time to change this. And again, here we have the new texture, which is a lot smoother, looks a lot more like sand, and it's a lot more build friendly. If you didn't know yet, you can get this block by taking your cut sandstone or your sandstone bricks and like putting a regular brick block next to them. If you really don't know how connected textures work, I suggest you check out the full showcase video that we have on the channel. It shows you all the connected textures that were in the pack at that moment, and that video will fully explain to you how to use the block. Alright, the last thing is update for mossy stones of granite, diorite and andesite. If we take our mossy cobblestone, so just the regular texture, and we place diorite next to it, as you can see, the mossy cobblestone changes to diorite. Now before, in the previous version of the pack, if you placed a mossy cobblestone and then placed diorite around it, all of these blocks would turn mossy, and not only the middle one. So I've changed that, so now only the original mossy block will turn to diorite. And I've changed the color of the moss on the stones, because the previous version used the color that is on the regular mossy cobblestone, but this color of like green doesn't really look good on these three colors. So I'll switch back and forth to the previous version so that you can see the update. And here you can see how they used to look. As you can see, like this color of green doesn't look good at all on these stones. And as you can see, what I said before, that every block around it would turn to like diorite, and yeah, it just didn't really look good. There weren't really blocks that you could use in like a cave build or something. And now in the new version they look pretty cool. They're very nice for detailing. If you have like an andesite cave or just andesite in general, you can place some mossy cobblestone next to it and it will add some cool detail. Alright, that was everything for today's update. If you haven't yet, go and download the new version of the pack. The links are down in the description. You can also donate if you want. You don't have to, but if you want, there's also a donation link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Where is it? There it is. Hit that bell to be notified of every new update right as it comes out. And then I'll see you in the next update, which will be version 2.6. Goodbye, guys.